Men truly just need to extend their emotional vocabulary so they can flourish and have meaningful, healthy relationships. But instead, y'all listening to these Kevin Samuel ass and it's leaving you 50 and alone.
A black female therapist blames black men for her firing. Really? Stay to the end and see who gets this week's Stomp Award. You don't want to miss this. Coming up next. Welcome to Rewind, my new online digital platform. Before we go any further, we're going to take care of some housekeeping. I want you to smash that subscribe button. Smash that subscribe button and hit the bell for future notifications. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Just 1,000 subscribers. And don't forget to click on that like button. It helps that algorithm. 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Rewind with Tommy Handsome. Let's get right to it. There's a woman on TikTok and it's going viral. A black woman. She's a therapist, supposedly, allegedly. And she talks about black men being 90% of her clientele. Now, watch this video and she talks about the emotional vocabulary of these black men that they need to expand out of their realm. Watch how many times she used the word emotional vocabulary. I mean, do you write your own material? If it does, it sucks. Let's roll the clip.
Then you need to expand your emotional vocabulary. It's so your life can be easier. Don't you want to be able to communicate with your... I think yes, right? Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. This is not tolerating that. Like, it used to be where men provided financially or with schmeat and just can make their own self come and we can pay for our own. So I'm gonna need y'all to catch up on the emotional part. If it just mouth. But you know what I realized? And let me back up. A common misconception about me as a clinician is that 90% of my clientele have been men. Black men specifically. And what we specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary because a lot of y'all don't even have the words to express how you're feeling. So your vocabulary and knowledge of what you are experiencing, because y'all are human beings who experience feelings and emotions and don't have to choke that shit down no more. Y'all ain't had to choke that shit down since 2016. Anyway, expanding your emotional vocabulary, your life just off top is going to be more difficult. Expand your emotional vocabulary, you expand your awareness of yourself. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you understand how you can navigate in this weird world that is so hard on y'all. Like, let's acknowledge that the world is very difficult for y'all, but y'all are not making it any easier, bro. You're not. When they're telling y'all to go to therapy, it's not for us, it's for y'all sad mother. Expand your emotional vocabulary, you expand your awareness of yourself. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you understand how you can navigate in this weird world that is so hard on y'all. Like, let's acknowledge that the world is very difficult for y'all, but y'all are not making it any easier, bro. You're not. When they're telling y'all to go to therapy, it's not for us, it's for y'all sad mother. Therapy, talk about that shit that's on your chest. You don't have to choke that down no more. Y'all are doing a disservice to yourself. And so let me sum this up. Y'all told to elevate our standards. And at the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got axed because y'all didn't elevate either. Because they're not tolerating emotional abuse, emotional neglect. Step it up. Go talk to somebody. Go expand your emotional vocabulary so your life can be better. All right. Go in peace.
You call yourself a therapist. You call yourself educated. You call yourself a professional. Now, how many educated professionals will use that type of profanity, that type of language on camera? What degree did you get? Now, usually when you're a therapist, maybe master's, PhD, no one's going to take you seriously. And if you're a man and you're one of her clients, I think you should just leave immediately, because no therapist who speaks like that, conducts themselves like that, and act like that should be a therapist. And you should get rid of her and fire her right away. Another thing, look at the way she was dressed. You're on camera. Even though you're not at work, you're on camera, but you're still representing yourself, quote unquote, representing the people that you work for. And this is the way you dress, breasts hanging out. Your body's not that trim anyway. Why are you wearing clothes like that? And then at the end, you slap your behind. That's not professional. You are supposed to set an example for your clients. You're supposed to set an example for other people. An example you're not setting. Why are you dressing that way, conducting yourself like that? And the best thing, the foul language that you're using. And you're talking about expanding your emotional vocabulary. Why you keep saying the word emotional vocabulary? You should be expanding on that. You should be fired, and that's why you got fired. Roll this clip.
Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these, but got her job terminated as a result. Story time? I think yes. Did you not? I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence. And I did you not, by Friday, didn't have employment. All of this started with a Psychology Today article stating that men are lonelier than ever because they have no emotional skills. And I agreed and doubled down and told y'all that y'all lives would radically improve if you expanded the that came out your mouth. But instead of healing, y'all will do anything but that. Y'all got so hurt that you contacted NASA that I've come to. So because it's gone viral, I'm thinking, okay, cool. We starting a discussion on mental health, and people are, you might not like my delivery, but my starting to talk, you know. We succeeded in not the way that you think. If it's one thing about Black women is that we're incredibly resilient. This cleared the table to give me space and opportunity to educate the masses while shaking our asses to healing because y'all got mad because I wanted you to do better. I was told they consulted with shareholders and decided to terminate my contract because I told y'all to go to therapy. That's the world we live in. Comments like, I'm going to find her credentials and report her because I told y'all to be better? Yeah, y'all are weird. Y'all scream that y'all want to protect women, protect Black women specifically, but have done nothing to protect this Black woman who has been serving the communities. I have been violated in several areas, and I'm going to outline each one. This article was written by a Black woman, putting my full government and my place of employment. So being doxxed by a Black woman can't fake, kind of hurts, and she never once reached out to me or contacted me so I could spin my side of the story. Not only did she not have any regard for my safety, many other articles have been written as a result. Here are a few of them, just to name a few. Black Twitter has words for therapists scolding men to go to therapy. Y'all attacked me and got mad at me because I wanted better for y'all. That's the most crab in the barrel bucket type I've ever heard in my life. A plethora of Black men decided to take it upon themselves to call my employment to get me fired. You succeeded.
Now you blaming Black men for being fired because you claimed that you was trying to help Black men, but then Black men stabbed you in the back. No. Black men didn't get you fired. You got yourself fired. But then another thing, you was blaming Black men for the position you was in of getting fired. The thing was, a Black woman was the one who got you fired. So why are you blaming Black men? Now you claim you was helping Black men, and then they stabbed you in the behind, or they stabbed you in the back, and this is why you're in the predicament or position that you're in right now. But the thing is, you got yourself fired through a Black woman and not Black men. Black men, when you see this therapist, when you see this woman, by all means, run, run, run. And you notice in the last clip, what is she doing? She's crying. She's whimpering. She's put on clothes, even though she has a hoodie. She's at least somewhat dressed, covering herself up. But see, the thing is, you notice how she's trying to pander and play to the audience. Before, she was very arrogant. Before, she was very boastful and all this clothes that she wasn't wearing and everything hanging out. But you notice the last video, she's all covered up. She's crying, tears in her eyes. She's blaming everybody but herself. That's the problem with modern women today, especially modern black women. Instead of taking accountability for themselves, they always got to blame other people. They always got to play the victim. The thing is, you got yourself fired. You brought this on yourself. The problem with modern women today, they think because of their education status, they think because of their job, their income, and they think because of their PhDs on the back of the wall, they think that they are above everybody. You are just a regular person. You're not above anyone. And when you conduct yourself in that matter, you got exactly what you deserve. So this week's Stomp Award goes to you, therapist. Ladies, gentlemen, you want an unfiltered analysis of videos just like this? Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Smash the subscribe button and hit the bell for future notifications. And let's get the comments rolling. I want to hear what you think about this therapist. You're watching Rewind.